Hello everyone and welcome to the Racer Challenge testing video. So yes, the Racer Challenge has ended, and in this video we'll be testing all the cars that has passed all the rules and of course has participated in this challenge. So my friend, you will be watching lots and lots of race and lots of crazy Racer mods in this video, so it's up to you, my friend, to judge them in the comment section. I will try really to be respectful to those cars, but the final judge and your own personal judge will be counted. So don't forget to choose your favorite one and your least favorite one. So let's have fun. Let's explore some what do they call them? Car salons, or rice mobiles. I really don't think these are car salon cars. Maybe no, maybe yes, maybe not, because I'm not really a fan of those cars. I mean, yes, back in the day when I was playing Need for Speed Underground 2, yes, I thought scissor doors or maybe suicide doors, neons, crazy big subwoofers are cool, but not right now. I mean, I'm regretting saying that, because it's not really cool to put those mods these days. So let's have fun, and of course don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to write your thoughts in the comment section. So let's start with our first participant. Let's see, this car's name is the Miamio Cookie, I think that's the name of it. This thing actually has 228 horsepower, 2-liter inline-4 turbo with front wheel drive, of course, and scoring the total category points of 208.5 total category points, which is actually not that bad. So let's fire it up, and or before we fire it up, because I think it's loud, so let's look at the styling. So what we have here is a massive wide body kit, massive thick front lip. Let's see, we have some hood scoops. We have look at that decal or vinyl, whatever you want to call it, on the fake carbon fiber hood. Flames on the side, golden rear wing, golden, what they call it, pillars, side skirts, and look at those custom taillights, which they look absolutely appropriate for the application. I don't know if this is Japanese or this is just nonsense of nonsense word or something. And we have a mid-mounted massive exhaust tip, which looks absolutely absolutely not cool, suited. It's actually absolutely suited to the body kit, which is something you don't really find, you really don't find with racers. So this may be actually a car salon creation. All right, let's fire it up. Ho, ho, ho. That's actually very noisy. Let's do a lap around the block and see how this thing actually performs. Massive understeer. Uphill performance. Not bad. Wow. Wow, actually, because I'm saying wow because the exhaust is extremely loud, and I think you can, I mean, any resident in this city will actually hear the exhaust from maybe 10 miles away, because this thing is an absolute loud. Look at the tree. Wow, look at the tree. Look at the wood of the tree. What an absolute bad design. Alright, so let's move on with the next car then. Of course, don't forget to tell me in the comment section what do you think about this car. If you like it, if you don't like it, what do you like about it, what do you hate about it. I would love to know all your thoughts in the comment, of course, in the comment section. So let's move on with the next car. Okay, so the next car is called the Bandha, or the Bandha Bit R, that's the name of it. This thing has a 2.4 liter inline-4, I think, 117 horsepower and 9.8 seconds from 0 to 100, which is, I mean, really slow. But look at it, this thing has scored 217 total category points, or 217.1, And look at it. I mean, the dude who made this thing, actually he spent some time creating it. I mean, look at those like sorted vents, lots of vents, and look at those headlights, fog lights, lots and lots of scoops, lots and lots of vents, chromey wind trim, and look at that massive bench or picnic or airplane wing or whatever you want to call it. I mean, this thing looks absolutely, I mean, hideous in every single way. I'm trying to be respectful here, but I mean that's the truth, unfortunately. So for a racer car, I mean, any racer will say, oh, look at that beautiful like Lamborghini. I mean, if this thing has like scissor doors, any racer would just dream about this car. But any normal guy would just maybe puke or put bleach in his eyes just for seeing it. So the mods, well, there are no wipers on the side, on the front, and on the rear, so this thing is not drivable in the rain. And with those many vents, I mean, water will get anywhere in anywhere. Oh, I really don't know what to say. I'm running out of words just by describing this thing. And look at that massive exhaust tailpipe. Wow, 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 wow. And we have four, what do they call them? Four drums, four-wheel drum, which is weird. So it's much quieter than the previous car. And I want to test this massive downforce. Will it fly? Oh. Can you imagine ABS and drums? Is it actually possible to put ABS on drums? Come on, will it fly? I'm afraid to knock off a tree or something with that massive wing. Oh my god, this thing is super low. Alright, uphill performance. It's not bad actually. I thought this thing will never move. What's happening? Alright, so that's the second car that we have here, which is the Bandha. That's the name of it. Again, tell me what you think about it in the comment section below. What do you hate? What do you like about it? And if you actually puked or not, I would love to hear that in the comment section. Alright, let's move on with the third car. Okay, so the third car is called the Churchill Liverpool, the raced version. This car has scored 198.5 total category points from a 3.1 liter inline 5 engine, making 170 horsepower, front wheel drive, and well, that's it. Let's see what it looks like. So this thing actually looks like a raced car, because can you imagine a racer buying a coupe for like nothing, a very cheap coupe, and he started modifying it, fitting this fake like fiberglass hood, lots of vents, and those stickers on the side. Like, look at that. I mean, forget about the racer challenge for a moment, but I really love the attention to details with this thing. Look at that, eggs, milk, bananas, and I mean those stickers or whatever they call them on the side looks like true or something really close to real aftermarket brand names. Like, I think the first one, the eggs, referred to that real manufacturer, and the second one, it's the milk one is like the Alpine stereo makers, and the third one maybe it's, I don't know, Bride, Greedy, I don't know. But yeah, it's absolutely cool to find those stickers or whatever they call them on the side. So yes, we have wipers, we have those weird looking window washers, which they look like antennas. We have roof scoops, fake ones like the ones from Need for Speed Underground 2. Let's see what else. Oh, we have here, oh, this is Greedy then, bread, which refers to Greedy, and the one under it, it's like the HKK, I forgot the name of the brand, that makes turbos. And the third one, which is Pepper, which refers to Pirelli tires. Absolutely amazing stickers, I like them. And look at that, one add extra horse, one extra 10 horsepower, one sticker add extra 10 horsepower. And the rear, look at that, too fast for you, Liverpool. I mean, cool attention to details, and that's why I love cool attention to details, because sometimes, yes, you see cool car, but these tiny bits, and I really can imagine this guy who made this car spent really good amount of time making those stickers, which I really like. I mean, yes, they are funny and they look like aftermarket brands. So what we have here, let's see. These are the headlights, because well, the pop-up ones are broken. And let's see, indicators. I mean, looks normal actually. Looks like a normal car with ricey bits, and that's what I want to see. I mean, the previous two cars are too expensive for a normal racer to do. Because a racer, I mean, he doesn't have any money. He just wants to make his car fast for cheap, and this one it gives you a great example. Wow, it was on actually. So let's test it. And yeah, front wheel drive and that massive rear wing. I mean, that's typical racer. And I just noticed something which I'll be talking about in a minute. Oh, too low to the ground. Yep. The brakes are absolutely hideous. I mean, look at it. It doesn't want to stop at all. And this thing, I think it's automatic. It's 3 gears. Whoa, this thing has only 3 gears. Stop. This thing has the worst brakes ever. Come on, uphill performance. I mean, everything about this car is realistic. Realistic coupe, realistic mods, realistic racer mods. But the gearbox, I really don't think any coupe on earth has come with, like, I mean, any modern 90s coupe has come, you know, with three speeds automatic gearbox. I really don't think so. I really like this car so much when it comes to realistic. I mean, this thing is really a real racer car, a real example of a racer car, which I think I should give this thing the extra 10 points, the Churchill. So this thing started with 198.5 total category points, and now this thing is, let's see, I'm writing the name. This thing will now get 208.5 because, well, this thing deserves the extra 10 points just because making it like too real for a racer. The previous two cars, yes, they look hideous, but they are too expensive. Those mods, the body kits and everything are very expensive, but this one fits the bill correctly. So let's move on with the next car then. Okay, so the next car is called the Donk, which I think this is like a bad word in the British accent, I think, because I've heard it in many places and many videos on YouTube. But yeah, it's called the Donk. Let's see, this thing has scored 240 total category points, which is absolutely very high. And this thing actually got the extra 10 points because this engine, the engine that was made in this car, was made to the correct production units and engineering time. The first rule before I changed it for a 170 horsepower engine, 2.4 liter inline 6 turbo, and front wheel drive, I guess. So let's look at it. For a glance, actually, or for a moment, well, I mean, if this thing has like regular wheel color, you may look at it, but the green color is too much. I mean, a racer would love that, but yeah. So let's see the attention to details. Well, no wipers, which is not a good sign, and well, no. What are these? These are like push bars or something. So these are the headlights then. So, and these are the indicators. The hood, turbo badges, turbo on the side, turbo on the rear. I mean, this thing is excessively like modified. The body kit, the tail light. I mean, I like it. It's not bad. Look at the brake light. That's the only thing. Oh, and all these are just reverse lights. Wow. So let's test this thing then. Alright, let's see. This thing is really, wow, really low. This thing is scratching itself on every single bump. And the brakes are, well, as usual, hideous. This thing actually handles not bad. The engine is responsive, which is for a racer car is just something impossible. But it works. I'm impressed actually with the performance. The looks, I want to puke, but the performance, it's not bad. Well, the uphill performance is rubbish, but and this thing is scratching the ground. It's extremely low. Wow. Alright, so this is the dunk then. 250 total category points, which I think is the highest here. I mean, yes, this thing may win the challenge, who knows, but yeah, the final vote of course will be to the guys in the comment section and of course on YouTube, because I will be putting a vote which you should vote on. Alright, let's move on with the next card. Alright then, so the next card is called the Doody CR. This thing has scored 196.7 total category points, with the extra of course 10 points because the engine was made according to the original engineering time and production units rule. So the total category points right now it's 206, you know, because of the plus 10, and the engine is 110 horsepower, 1.6 liter inline 4 engine. Alright, that's pretty much. So let's look at it for a moment. This thing looks very sad. I mean, really sad headlights, and look at that massive, I mean, look at that massive hood scoop, and look at that fake eBay carbon fiber hood. And let's see what else we have. Sport badge on the side, no wipers, which is not a good sign. The rear is very normal. I mean, nothing to talk about. I mean, it doesn't really look realistic, unfortunately. It doesn't look realistic at all. Yeah, I mean, it's not a real car that a racer has modified. That's what worries me. And the engine is really loud. Oh, the brakes are rubbish. Understeers hard. Uphill performance. Wow, I mean that engine is just a screamer. It's like I don't know. It's like this. There is no exhaust. The engine sounds like an engine running without an exhaust header or a complete exhaust system. There is no exhaust system at all. This thing is just screaming explosions all the way, which is not really nice in real life. But for a racer mind, he thinks that he has a racing car if his car is you know, as close as loud to this one. Wow, my ears are bleeding from the noises from it. Alright, let's move on with the next car then. Alright, so the next car is called the DVD. This thing has scored 208 total category points from a 1.8 liter engine inline 3, 119.5 horsepower, single point EFI, and rear wheel drive, which is something unique. Alright, so this is it then. Look at it. It looks absolutely inspired by Cars movie, the D95 and the flames. And I really don't know if these are lights or decorations or what. It says V8, but we have a massive looking inline 3, which is absolutely realistic for a racer. I really don't know what's that in the front. Is it a front mount or what? Turbo badge, sport, the gladiator badge here, the Roman gladiator, USA, AMG badge. Don't open. Wow, that's cool. Cool attention to details when it comes to the racer mind. It says race. Look at the badges. DSR, Rust is. Oh, that's from Cars, I think. Look at that massive rear wing. I mean, what's on the roof? Oh, look at that. It says EA F1 what? And an arrow, flame. Wow. I mean, really, look at those lights. They actually work. So yeah, very, very, very unique. And I mean, really, my eyes are. I really don't know what to say. I'm running out of words. So let's test it. Rear-wheel drive. It sounds like sequential gearbox. Really? Is this thing really rear-wheel drive? Let's test it. Really? It's rear-wheel drive? No power at all. Alright, uphill performance. Wow. Wow, this thing, well, sequential gearbox, that's a surprise, and the styling is very, 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 very surprising, and of course, eye hurting. So, alright, so this is the DVD then, let's move on with the next car. Alright, so the next car, it's called the Fell Ever. Let's see, where is it in my book? So the Fell Ever has scored 221.5 total category points from a 179.1 horsepower engine. It's a 2.4 liter inline 6 turbo, and it's a rear-wheel drive. Another one. Alright, let's see if this one actually can spin the tires or if it's actually exciting in any way. But first, let's look at this styling. Oh, oops. So let's look at the styling for a moment. Excuse me, that's my nephew, you know, taking over the headphones. So yeah, let's look at the styling. So the styling looks like, well, it's a very, very basic design. I mean, no flames, no craziness, but it looks like a racer car from many point of views, because as you can see, we have some sort of black bonnet or black hood or a fake carbon fiber hood, who knows. So and yes, we have of course a massive looking, like a body kit, front bumper, no skirts on the side, only a front and rear bumpers. Like this is the only body kit for this car. No skirts. We have a rear or side vent over there. We have roof scoops, massive ones. Let's see what else we have. We have that massive rear wing, which is obviously useless, but it's of course a signature of racer styles. Turbo badge, and those twin massive exhaust pipes, which they look. Oh, I really like this, which is, and I've seen it on a previous car, which is an exhaust inside an exhaust, and that is because the small one is the original one. This is the stock original exhaust tailpipe, and those are just fake, which is absolutely hideous, and I like that. That is a cool attention to details when it comes to racer cars. Rear wiper, nice touch. it's really a racer car. But what I really don't like, and it's not realistic, which is like quad or four-wheel drums. I mean, as we all know, because I've asked for a 1996 minimum production year, and of course in 1996 hatchbacks, all of them all of them had disc brakes on four tires, or at least on the front tires only. But getting four drums, that's not realistic at all. I mean, this car, I would really love to give this car the extra 10 points for the realistic styling, for racer realistic styling, but the four drums are spoiling it. That's why it's not really realistic. If the front tires like had normal stock discs, solid discs, and the rear are drums, yes, it would have been super realistic. But quad or four drums, no, that's not realistic at all. And this vent, as you can see, it's a see-through vent. We can actually see the engine, which is not really realistic for a racer, because a racer will buy stick-on vents, not realistic vents. So yeah, cool attention to details, but not realistic. So let's fire it up. So the engine sounds good, really good actually, but the turbo is not really a good one. It's like eBay fake turbo. So let's see how it will perform. Turn off traction control, and let me explain something. Why many cars have have electronic stability control? Why are you making your car extra expensive by fitting electronic stability control? Just put ABS on, that's it. Or if you don't want, don't choose ABS also, because a racer will never fix, for example, the ABS. If the ABS is broken, he will just leave it. If the check engine light is on, he will never fix it. So yeah, why are you bothering with technology when a racer will drive the car? Wow, it's rear-wheel drive. Open differential, of course. Whoa, look at those front tires. I've just seen it. Look at the rims. So the rim is actually what type of rim? Oh, this one. Okay, so the rim has like a massive lip, and the tire is only covering like 80% of the rim, which is absolutely hideous. Wow, and double wishbone front suspension, expensive suspension. Alright, so this car is a bit expensive, but I mean, it's a bit expensive when it comes to parts, but it's actually within spec. So this thing did not break any rules, and we are standing next to a church, I think. Alright, so let's move on with the next car then. Okay, so the next car, it's called the Hydra Dori, Usagi, something like this. I mean, I think Japanese name, but I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, this thing has scored 208.5 total category points from a 1.6 liter engine, 4-cylinder of course, 99 horsepower with of course EFI and front wheel drive car. So let's look at it. So this is then the Hydra Dori, or whatever the name of it. Let's see, we have massive or lots of vents, skirt it says, and let's see, I think he used the mirror effect, but because it says here eggs, milk, the same as the previous car, the same as the car that we have seen in the past. And yes, it's mirrored, that's why it's flipped around. The Q badge around the fuel filler cap, nice touch. The Usagi fast boy or fast toy, I don't know. It says, what is that? Shift CO2, massive exhaust tailpipe. I mean, nice touches, not bad indeed. The car is super boxy, and yes, it looks realistic. The car looks absolutely realistic, but those lots of vents are stick on. For example, that vent over there, I mean, looks really realistic. But as always, this thing has 4 drums, and as we all know, in 1996, I mean, discs were everywhere, so you need to use at least front disc brakes, at least. But it's not bad. It's not bad at all. And we have torsion beam rear suspension, which is cheap. Alright, let's see what's what. Roof scoops also, that tiny wing. I think that tiny wing is not really a Ricer thing, because Ricer love massive rear wings. Alright, downhill. 99 horsepower. This is downhill performance, so don't get excited. Alright, let's try and tear the bumpers off. Oh, sorry about that, my friend, and the engine is broken. So yeah, it's not actually that big of a loss. So yeah, let's see again. Downhill, come on. Wow. Alright, the brakes are not bad. Let's see. It's not really loud actually. It's actually surprisingly quiet. It's not noisy or irritating as the previous cars, but so uphill performance. I mean, 99 horsepower. It actually works very nicely, because the car is lightweight. The car is really light. That's why 99 horsepower is more than enough to move this thing around. It looks like this thing actually, if this thing was tuned perfectly, like if this thing has like extra 10 horsepower, or even extra 1 horsepower, to say like 100 horsepower only, and you know, proper body looks and proper styling, proper brakes, tires, this thing will be absolutely fun to drive. I mean, if you take off all these Ricer bits and make it like a real car, this thing would actually be absolutely joyful to drive. So let's reset this thing, because we have damaged it actually a little bit, because it's so low to the ground. Look at the front bumper, is so close to the ground. A tiny jump will just ruin it. So the details are Milady, and that license plate holder. Let's see, indicators, okay, headlights, fog lights, perfect. We have wipers, vents, roof scoops. I mean, it's not bad indeed, but it's not 100% realistic. There are some minor things that I really don't like the brakes, for example. For drums, not really realistic. Alright, but good job, good effort indeed. Let's move on with the next car. Alright, so the next car is called the Cansa, maybe? K-A-N-S-E-I, I think. This thing has scored 196.6 total category points, and 98 horsepower only, from a 1.8 liter inline 3, and it's turbo actually, so it's a massive engine, 1.8 liter 3-cylinder engine, and it's only making 98 horsepower with a turbo. This thing is using DCOE carburetors, so it's a carbureted engine in a modern car. I don't know, I really don't know, but it's super unrealistic, because in 1996 I really don't think you can buy a hatchback with a carbureted engine. I really don't think that. So yeah, let's see what else. Yeah, alright, let's try it then. So the engine is noisy a little bit. The styling, well, there are some Ricer touches, like the hood, the stickers or the vinyls, like the flames, the rims, that massive rear wing. I mean, a lot of Ricer details, but it's not real. I mean, where's the exhaust? Where's the exhaust tailpipe? I can't find it, unless of course it's broken and, well, there's no exhaust pipe on this thing. Alright, let's try it. And the brakes are realistic on this one. Front discs, rear drums. Wow, how bad the turbo is. 9 psi and only 98 horsepower. Come on, fly. Wow, the suspension is actually not bad. Brakes works, not bad. Wow, uphill performance is rubbish. I can tell by the gear ratios. Let's see. First gear, turn in, full throttle. Wow. Wow, I mean a turbo is useless. The turbo is absolutely useless. I think the turbo is choking the engine. Maybe you can make more horsepower going NA. Look at this thing. Wow, no horsepower even to spin the tires. Absolutely, I mean, hideous power. So again, the styling, I mean, the car looks somehow real, like a normal car, but the huge rims, the rear wing, yes, these are like ricer touches, but not realistic, unfortunately. I mean, there are no details. Look, there are no details at all. No wipers, no body kits. I mean, yes, there's like a black something on the bumper, but it's not really a body kit. Where are the badges? Where are the stickers? Where are the scoops? I mean, where is the ricer sole? That's why, unfortunately, this thing will not get the 10 extra points. Alright, let's move on, but still good effort. Let's move on to the next car. Alright, so the next car is called the Letitia or Leticia, whatever the name of it. Let's see, where is it? Okay, I found it. So this thing has scored 204.6 total category points from a 140 horsepower, 1.8 liter inline 4 engine, EFI and front wheel drive, of course. So let's see the looks of it. So the styling, the body, yes, I know, I've seen the tires, but let's talk about the body for a moment. The body looks like a normal car. You can say a normal car. Not many ricer touches, to be honest. I mean, the side, look at the side. I mean, the side mirrors, well, yes, they are hideous actually, but from the side, the only thing maybe it's ricer is that vent down there. And when you go to the rear, yes, of course, the rear wing is a huge thing. I like the taillights. The taillights are good for a normal car. Not many badges, not many details. I mean, no details at all, and that's why this car, I mean, you can't really say it's a ricer car. I mean, it looks hideous. I mean, look, we have even a front diff. Yes, a front diff. No, this is not a differential for a front wheel drive car. No, a front wheel drive car differential doesn't look like that at all. Looks absolutely not like this. And I mean, of course, front solid axle coil, not really good. The same thing goes for the rear torsion beam with extreme ride height and small tires. And I mean, I don't know, this thing looks like a wrong car. This looks like very, very wrong. So what I really want to do is just push it down the hill and leave it to crash and destroy itself. Really, because, well, look at it. Oh my god, listen to the engine. Is there ABS? I haven't noticed. Wow. hideous in every possible way. I do apologize if I'm being disrespectful, but I mean the body looks nice, to be honest. The body, without the side mirrors, without the vent, without that rear hideous looking wing, the body is not bad, but where are the rice touches? I mean, yes, there is a rear wing, but where's the body kit? Where's the craziness? Where's the fake carbon fiber? Where's the badges? Where are the stickers? Nothing it's that is saying, look at me, I'm a racer. Even the rims, these rims they look like stolen rims from a tiny car. Yeah, and the ride height is hideous. I do apologize, but it doesn't really say I'm a racer. Yeah, alright, so let's move on to the next car. Alright, so the next car, it's called the Lycar Azure. This thing has scored 221.1 total category points with a 70 horsepower, 1.5 liter inline 4 engine, single point EFI, and front wheel drive. Not bad indeed for for a tiny car, but this thing looks actually sporty. It looks like a tiny coupe. Excuse me, I'm drinking coffee. So yeah, it looks like a tiny coupe, which is not bad. I mean, tiny coupes or tiny sports cars are very good, but this one is just off the limit. So let's look at it up close. Let's see what we have here is the Lycar Azure, which is a tiny two-door sports car. And look at that front bumper; it's super close to the road. Wow, really close. Wow, that front lip will get damaged like all the time. Let's see what we have here. We have vents, stickers, chromies, and look at those side mirrors. I mean, great attention to details without, of course, using of wipers, which is I don't like that. I really wish there were wipers on it. 4 drums, which is not realistic at all. The body kit is actually a nice touch. I like the body kit. You know, as a racer speaking, I'm not a racer, but because I'm judging those cars, I have to make myself a racer for at least the amount of time filming this video. So yeah, for a racer, the body kit looks absolutely not bad. The rear wing is a nice touch, and of course the L shield, that's the logo. Not bad indeed. So let's fire it up and see how to perform. And as you can see, no stability control, no traction control, which is much cheaper, and this car doesn't need it. This thing only has 70 horsepower, but it feels actually light. Feels very light. So let's see what's happening with the front lip. Wow, this thing is getting destroyed. Brake. No ABS even, but it's not bad. The tires or the wheels are not locking, which is good. I mean, for Need for Speed Underground 2, the chassis, not the chassis, the body, the mods are good. The engine, no. The engine is absolutely low on power. Wow, second gear uphill, the engine is struggling. Wow, 70 horsepower, uphill, flat out, foot hard to the floor, and we only managed like 65, something like this. I mean, it's not bad. I really like the idea of a super light two-door coupe or two-door sports car. I mean, I like the idea so much, but of course, when a racer put his hand on a car like that, he ruins it, absolutely ruins it, by fitting cheap fake counterfeited suspension, ugly looking fake fiberglass body kit or plastic body kit, who knows, stickers, like hot air intake, not cold air intake, because he just changed the air filter to a coned one. Ruin the exhaust. I mean, yeah, this thing has all the ingredients, but still not realistic at all, because, well, a racer never buy those rims for a tiny sports car like this. Second of all, four drums, that's not realistic at all, and no attention to details when it comes to real cars. For example, no wipers, no window washers. Yeah, that's why this thing will not get the extra 10 points. Alright, let's move on with the next car then. Alright, so the next car is called the Niniv. Yes, I'm not kidding, that's the name of it. The NINIV. Niniv or Niniv, whatever the name of it. This thing has scored 197.9 total category points, but the engine was made according to the original production units and in engineering time. So this thing deserves the extra 10 points for the engine, for the engine engineering time and production units. So that brings the total category points up to 207.9, which is absolutely not bad. This thing has 95.8 horsepower, 1.6 liter 4-cylinder EFI engine. Let's see now the styling of the car. Yes, it looks like a car that was stolen or bought by a racer. We have the normal disc brakes up front, proper regular crappy stock disc brakes, as you can see. Rear drums, very realistic. The rear doesn't say a normal car, because where are the badges? Where are the vents? Where is the rear mounted wiper? Where is the front wiper? Where are the ricer touches? I mean, this thing looks actually not bad for a sports car. I'm not kidding. I mean, forget about the rear wing, forget about the hideous looking middle hood scoop. If you remove this one, if you remove the roof scoop and the rear wing, the car will actually look nice. The car will look absolutely nice as a normal car, really nice. But where's the ricer? Where's the rice touches? I mean, besides the exhaust, the huge one, and the roof scoop and the wing, I mean, these are nice, these are rice touches, but I know that doesn't say, look at me, I'm a ricer. I'm sorry, but yeah, this is not a rice machine. So let's fire it up then. Super loud engine. Oh, the brakes are hideous. Absolutely hideous performance. Yeah, so guys, don't forget to tell me in the comment section, and of course to vote after you finish watching this video, because there is a current vote. If you want to vote for the winner of the challenge, you have to vote for the winner. Which one do you think is the most riced car? Alright, don't forget that. So let's move on with the next car then. Okay, so the next car and the final car, this is actually the final accepted car, which is the Tornado. This thing has scored 205.7 total category points from a 1.4 liter inline 3 turbocharged engine, 132 horsepower and front wheel drive car. So let's look at this thing then. So this thing looks like a normal 4-door sedan that was that was bought by a racer, with, as you can see, stick-on vents, fake carbon fiber hood, and look at those vents, stick-on vents, and that line. I mean, proper racer mods. Look at that front end, turbo badge. Wow, look at that vent. Look at those vents indeed. Absolutely ricey. And look at those chromies, cheap chromies from eBay, turbo badge on the side. Look at the rear tail light, turbo badge, Tornado, Japanese license plate, flames on the exhaust tips, and look at that chromey rear spoiler. So yeah, this thing is rice all the way. And we have front discs and rear drums, so yeah, not bad indeed for a car from the past. So let's test it then. Turn off dash control. Alright, downhill performance, not bad. Brakes, 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 brakes. Brakes are hideous, not really strong at all. The engine is not that loud, to be honest. It's actually surprisingly quiet. I thought this thing would be a screamer. And the turbo is actually, this turbo works not bad. Especially uphill, the turbo works. But still 12 psi of boost, that's too much for a raced car. Usually raced turbos will be like 2-3 psi max. Alright, so that was all, my friends. That was all the cars that was accepted and of course has participated in this challenge. These are the accepted cars, the cars that has passed all the rules for this challenge. And of course you will be seeing all the cars that got disqualified after I finish talking from this test driving video.
Perfect.
So I really hope that you enjoyed the video, so don't forget to leave your comment, to tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Which car did you prefer, which car did you hate the most, and of course you have to vote for the winner. Which one of these 13 cars do you think is of course the winner of this challenge? Which one do you think is the most ricey car ever? Tell me that in the comments, on the voting. You have to go to my channel on the community tab, and of course you have to vote for the most riced car, like the most car you think it will win the challenge. And of course the winner of this car will get the baller riced mobile. I've tweaked it to get extra horsepower, so now it's making 100 horsepower instead of 86, the baller, the prize. So yeah, it's a little bit faster, it's a little bit more ricier. So of course don't forget to vote, hit that thumbs up, get subscribed, share the video if you want to share it. Although I really don't know the reason why they want to share the video. It's just riced cars, you know, driving around the block, which is not good at all. So yeah, thank you so much guys for watching, thank you so much guys for participating, and a very very big thank you to all my Patreon subscribers for supporting the channel. And right now I need to go and wash my face and wash my eyes, not with bleach, with water, after I've seen so much rice. I need just to drive a proper car after I finish from this video, because yeah, I need to stay away from riced cars, like I think forever. So thank you so much guys for watching. I will see you very very soon. And of course if you want to support the channel, the link in the description below for my Patreon page. If you want to sign up, that will be very very helpful. You will be supporting the next video and the channel. Thank you so much, and goodbye for now, my friends.